They spoke only to each other, moved as one, and shut out the world. But when one twin died suddenly, the other began to speak. What happened to June and Jennifer Gibbons? June and Jennifer Gibbons were identical twins born in 1963. From childhood, they lived in a world of their own, isolated, silent, and eerily bonded. They refused to speak to anyone but each other. Teachers, doctors, and even their parents were shut out. Their silence felt less like shyness and more like defiance. They created a private language, fast, mumbled, and only they could understand it. No one else could decode the strange sounds between them. The girls mimicked each other constantly, walking in sync, blinking together, even eating the same way. Their bodies mirrored their shared mind. They rarely went outside. At home, they wrote fictional stories, obsessive tales about lust, control, and violence. Their inner world grew darker with age. By their teens, fiction wasn't enough. The girls began setting fires, committing theft, and vandalizing property. The chaos in their heads spilled into real life. In 1982, both were arrested and sentenced to Broadmoor, Britain's most secure psychiatric hospital. It was a place for the criminally insane. Doctors noted their disturbing connection. When separated, they became catatonic. But together, they were volatile, arguing, attacking, or freezing into silence. Their private diaries revealed a dark agreement. For one to truly live, the other had to die. It wasn't metaphor, it was a pact. Psychiatrists debated who controlled who. Some believed Jennifer was dominant, others said June. The balance of power was always shifting. After 11 years in Broadmoor, they were approved for transfer. In the days before it happened, Jennifer grew quiet, subdued, almost resigned. On transfer day in 1993, something went wrong. Jennifer collapsed during the ride. She was unconscious by the time they arrived. She died that day. Caused acute myocarditis, heart inflammation, no poison, no trauma, no signs of illness. Doctors were stunned. After Jennifer died, June began to speak, to doctors, reporters, and anyone who asked. Her voice was steady, her mind calm. June said she was finally free. She moved out, lived independently, and got a job. Her personality shifted overnight. The story of the silent twins has inspired books, interviews, and documentaries, but, no one has fully unlocked their truth. In one interview, June said, "We made a pact. One of us had to die. And we decided it would be her." Jennifer's voice was silenced, but not forgotten. Her death left a shadow that still follows every retelling of their story. The case shows how deeply psychological trauma can entangle identity. In their silence, they cried out louder than most ever do. Some mysteries live on because the facts are missing. Others live on because the truth is too strange to accept. The Gibbons twins remind us that not all haunting stories involve ghosts. Sometimes it's just the human mind left unexplained. How much of our identity is ours alone, and how much is shaped by those closest to us? In the twins' case, the line disappeared. Were they cursed, gifted, or simply broken by a world that refused to understand them? The questions still echo. June and Jennifer lived as one, but only one was allowed to survive. That may have been the plan all along. The silent twins are gone, but their legend remains. Not in horror, but in the uncomfortable truths we fear about our own minds. Twin telepathy, shared delusion, emotional dependency taken too far? This case still leaves even experts grasping. Years later, June admitted, "I'm not free, I'm half a person." Even in speaking, silence still haunts her. Psychology has its theories, the world has its speculations, but only the twins knew the real story, and one took it to the grave. If this mystery gave you chills, subscribe to Twilight Truths. Real stories, still unexplained. Leave a comment. What do you think happened between the silent twins?